She's a performer who lives at the intersection of logic and emotion. A world-renowned pianist and mathematician is bringing a unique and deeply personal musical experience to Glendale, one that's inspired by Armenian culture. Dr. Farré Rozada is both a concert pianist and a mathematician. She uses numbers to better understand music and music to connect with people around her.
I studied simultaneously a bachelor's in piano performance and a bachelor's in mathematics, so that's why I have this specialization as a pianist and mathematician. Also, one of my specialties is memorizing music through mathematics, so that was the topic of my PhD thesis. So yeah, over the years I have tried to develop a profile as a performer in which I try to discover new repertoire, or at least perform repertoire that is less often. You can hear it less often at concert venues.
So her journey into Armenian music actually began unexpectedly. She discovered the work of Gomidas, widely considered the father of Armenian music, and that started a curiosity which quickly became something much deeper.
For some reason, I don't have any personal connection to Armenia, but for some reason, I really connect with this music. It really resonates with me. So it was just a combination of curiosity, and I also traveled recently to Armenia to discover the country, know more about the history, and it really captivated me. I learned a lot from it, and I also grew as an artist, like playing all this magnificent music. And at the moment, I'm presenting this music. I'm sharing this music with other people. So I'm trying to tour in as many countries as possible to actually share this music with other people.
And that connection led her to immerse herself in Armenian culture. She traveled there for the first time 10 years ago, studied musical roots, recorded an album inspired by what she found. And she says it's the emotional depth of Armenian compositions that actually continues to draw her in and to shape her work. And it's that same emotional connection that underscores her belief in the power of music itself.
I think we saw that during COVID, that we cannot live without music. Like we tend to underrate the value of music and the value of artists, but really to feel good with ourselves and to actually feel that we are healthy, emotionally speaking, we do need music. I think music is an amazing healing tool for many things, but also if you study music, you develop so many abilities, so many skills, even if you don't end up doing that professionally. Studying mathematics, I really noticed how structured my brain is just because I studied music. So in terms of community, it's also a good way of finding like collective identity to it.
Well, now she's bringing that message and that music to Southern California. She will be performing in Glendale on March 25th in collaboration with the Armenian American Museum, marking her first concert with an Armenian diaspora audience here in the U.S. So it's exciting, and she's not just a performer, right? She wants to be here to perform, to connect, to learn, and to celebrate the culture that apparently has really deeply influenced her work, which I found to be fascinating
and beautiful. Her music is amazing as a performer.
And I asked her, I was like, when you look at, my question was, if you look at mathematics, do you hear music, or is it the opposite? When you hear music, do you see mathematics?
Well, there is a connection in your brain. It's the right hemisphere of your brain is both music and math, and that's why people are usually good at both, because it's your spatial cognitivity or something like that.
I also love the cultural curiosity, you know, and it makes me think of you. Didn't you study abroad in Spain?
Yes.
So it's kind of like the opposite.
She's a mixture.
And then and you have such a I would say your affinity for the Spanish culture and Latin music and everything, and then hearing her say that she language.
I love the full circle moment.
And then you're talking to somebody who's of Spanish descent who has an affinity for the Armenian culture.
Well, look at that. It all made sense.
You guys should go out for Spanish wine and tapas, and then also go for some Armenian dessert.
There you go. I mean, for me, it's that music brings people together.
It does.
It brings cultures together. You don't even have to speak the language.
No, you're right.
To appreciate it. Right?
But Barev. Barev. You catch me around town, I'll be saying Barev, and then some people will continue the conversation. So we're going to have to talk about a second line.
What's the next line after that?
Exactly.